Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, starting with the bullish scenario where we might still have a bull run here unfinished with a 1 2 triple 1 2s and then 3 4 5 4 and a 5, and we're looking at a final wave 4 finished in this complex structure for a wave 4 in the yellow, and we're looking for a wave 5 towards the upside. Meaning you have here in yellow still unfinished wave 5 in 1 2 3 4 and a 5. This wave 5 might unfold of course in 1 2 3 4 5. You would like to see of course a wave 5 moving, taking the all-time high. However, this of course as an impulse can be very weak impulse, since we have a wave 3 shorter than the wave 1, and we have a wave 2 sideways and another potential wave 2 in case we are in double 1 2. So both wave 1 2s are very sideways. So basically it reduces a little bit the possibility for this bullish scenario to unfold and to take the all-time high. Now basically for the bearish scenario, we have topped exactly at the top. We have finished here at WX and a Y, and we are looking at double 1 2 3 4 5 4 and a 5. We have finished a wave 1 and topped for the wave 1 here, and we're moving of course toward the downside correctively for a wave A, B and a C. This A, B, C of course has to unfold to of course start a bear market, and to unfold of course a wave 3 explosive and massive toward the upside after a finished wave 1 here with the last bull run, and we're looking at a wave 2 and then 3 4 5 towards the upside. This bear market has to be of course at least 3 corrective waves. Those 3 corrective waves can be of course an A, B and a C flat, where you see of course 3 waves corrective for a wave A, 3 waves corrective for a wave B, and 1 2 3 4 5 waves for the wave C. It can be a leading diagonal, or it can be of course an impulse for a wave C. Basically in this complex structure here that we have, we can of course count the wave A in different pictures. We can see the wave A finished here, and then counting that the wave B has already finished 3 waves toward the upside, where you are looking right now at A, B and a C, or W, X and a Y to finish a wave B in the yellow. And then of course we would like to move toward the downside for a wave C to finish 3 corrective waves only for a wave A. In this case scenario, you would like to see again 3 waves toward the upside for a major wave B, and then of course continuation impulsively for a major wave C. In another scenario where you potentially finish the major wave A over there, where you possibly of course are looking right now at a formation for a wave B. Your wave B can have several formations, where we saw of course a potential zigzag can move to the 1.38 Fib level as a zigzag of course, and after 3 waves down, having a very intense 3 waves up, taking the all-time high, starting and expanding flat in a wave B, which is still in a bear market. An expanding flat is a corrective wave, knowing that it can take the all-time high and come back in a bear market of course for a wave C. However, this scenario is a little bit low possibility, because you need an impulse of course correction and then impulse toward the upside. Now this impulse of course, because of its size for the wave 3 shorter than the wave 1, sideways for the 2 and for the 4, that means of course the possibility is very low. This might turn much more corrective than impulsive. Therefore, the possibility goes higher that we might have finished a wave B here, and we move for a wave C of course. Another scenario before moving for the other possibilities, where you have finished a major wave A here, it might be, rather than a zigzag, it might be of course a 3 waves toward the upside, flat, or it can be as well a triangle for a wave B, and then of course moving for a wave C after all. Now if we move inside this move toward the upside, which is supposed to be an impulse basically, because we see a little bit higher prices, but we don't see really a characteristic of an impulse inside it. So basically what do we have here? We have a wave A potentially wave B and a wave C. Why? Because of course your wave A can be several scenarios here. Your wave A can be 3 waves towards the upside, or 3 waves here inside it, because we cannot really count even an impulse. So we have 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, where you have an impulse for a wave C, finished wave A. Another scenario, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is a leading diagonal for a wave A, and you have potentially here a wave B as a triangle. And this triangle, of course, as a wave B, is not allowed to be a wave 2. This is a running triangle here that we are looking at, and it might be, of course, only a wave B, especially that we did not reach, of course, the 0.38 for a wave 2, right? So basically, if this is our wave 1 here, exactly at the top, you have, of course, a 0.38 was not even a touch, right? So, and this is a minimum requirement for a wave 2. So this is the second reason, of course, why we are not, of course, in an impulse. And of course, the third reason is that you have a triangle here. And the final reason that you did not reach yet the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning the wave 3 is very short here, which it might be, of course, but that will unfold only a short wave 5. Your wave 5 can hit only the 1-to-1 fib level for a zigzag, of course, after having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As an extension for a wave 5, it can reach definitely the blue box, taken, of course, from the wave 1 targets as a wave 3, as well as the support, and, of course, giving us this blue zone where we might see, of course, an extended wave 5. However, we're going to watch and see what's going to happen. Currently, we are inside this triangle, which is supposed to be, of course, a wave 4 here. This wave 4, of course, has to be your impulse toward the upside, which we are looking still for it. Basically, we have a lot of scenarios here happening, of course, because we are in a very consolidation pattern and very corrective. So first scenario is the blue one, where you might have a W and an X, and you're looking at A, B, C, D, and an E. You're still looking for a wave E again, all right, inside this triangle, and then moving toward the upside. This scenario, of course, can be for a longer correction here, in a wave E, again, expanding this triangle, and then, of course, looking for higher. Another scenario can be a finished correction, A, B, C, D, and an E. We finished yesterday. Yesterday we gave this scenario, and we said, okay, that we might move towards the upside in the live stream here. We saw some bullish signal for an uptrend, but unfortunately it was not impulsive. It was, again, corrective in 3 ways. And this might be, of course, again, the scenario that it might, of course, turn back for a second wave E, which leading us, of course, for the WX, A, B, C, D, and an E, of course, for a wave Y, and then moving toward the upside. Final scenario, which is the magenta, where you are looking for a bigger W here, an X with a triangle, of course, and then you're looking for another structure for a wave Y to finish somewhere by taking the low, potentially, of course, and then moving toward the upside. What you would like to see, of course, as a bullish scenario here is breaking the 95K 600 to say that you started, of course, to break out. Now, when you see, of course, this 92K 900 broken, and okay, then we can consider, of course, a deeper correction and then moving toward the upside potentially, or it can be something else. It can be, of course, unfolding an impulse. We're gonna see this, of course. However, to be watched today, of course, yesterday we were at this level, today we are at this level. Is it gonna be broken? We're gonna see together, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.